Remember the hazards. Road safety affects everybody. Keep your eyes on the road and both hands on the wheel.
Well, hi there, slot car adventurers. Back again for another season. Wow, that was fast. And by the way, before we start, today's episode is sponsored by absolutely nobody. Awesome! That's right. I'm not yet another fake hobbyist trying to sell you shit. No, instead, I'm going to show you the shit that I've just bought recently, and you can decide for yourself whether it's really, really good or whether it's shit. So let's get this shit show underway, shall we? It's time for
showing off me shit!
Well, there goes any chance of monetization I had. Don't know what I'm going to do without my $1.20. Monetization, they're taking the piss, right? It's ridiculous. Well, what have I been up to? I've been getting a few little goodies here and there. First of all, I went on a bit of a Porsche rage and posted a whole bunch of cool Porsche pictures. And anyway, I got these guys. So there's that one there, the number 88, and this one, the number 93. Both fantastic cars. Can't wait to get some quick slicks on them though. So there's those. And then while I was at it, I did succumb and I got the green monster. So I'm not much of an olive green fan on a car, and it's sort of like a matte olive green in the pictures. But Carrera posted some graphic version of it, and I just went, whoa, it just clicked with me. And I went, that looks fantastic. I think I'll get that one after all. I've got to say, now that I've got it in person, it's much better looking in person than it is in the photos. The photos do not do it justice. So if you've been thinking of getting one of these, definitely grab one if you're into the Porsches. Great to have that. Now, I got this one also. Way back here in Australia around the 1970s, we had a Ford Falcon Cobra, like a V8, I think it was a Shelby Cobra, and it had this kind of paint job. And shortly after it arrived, I thought, you can't have one without the other. So yeah, I succumbed as well, and I got myself the blue one. You gotta have them both, you do. So there's that one as well. But this is the one I was really super excited about. Big fan of the movies going way back. And when these first came up on eBay, they were priced ridiculously. Like people trying to get $300-400 for them, and no way. And then just recently, a few more brand new ones appeared, and one popped up at what I'd say a reasonable price. And I thought, okay, yeah, I think it's time to strike while the iron's hot, as they say. And I got my first Scalextric car in, 40 years? 30 years? 40 years? Yeah, somewhere around there. So my first Scalextric car. And it's already falling apart. Isn't that interesting? So this is from the first Mad Max movie, the V8 Interceptor. I'll just crack this bubble open. Look at that, absolutely superb. Been wanting one of these for ages. There is also the second movie, The Road Warrior, which was a worldwide smash hit. There's another version of this, which is the banged about weathered version. I wouldn't mind one of those as well. But what I'm hoping is that you can chip these so they can run around the Carrera track. I understand there's a Carson chip or something like that. If anybody knows if I can get them still, and if these cars are chippable, I would love to know, because yeah, I'd love to see this going around the track, and I would make some special videos with those. That would be wonderful. So very happy about that. What else did I get? Oh, yes, it was my birthday recently, and the family got me a really cool item. I've got to show you. Now, it's not really slot car related, but it is related. It is valid as far as this channel's concerned, and I'll explain in a moment. Just hang on. Oh, well, here it is. The family got me this incredible guitar building kit from the people at Blackbeard. This is a company based down in Sydney, and they specialise in kit guitars. Have a look at this. So, what we have in the box is all the bits and pieces, all the hardware, and I've thrown in a few extras on. I'm doing a few things differently, as I tend to do. But you get the body, and now I've already started work on this. There was a hole here, or something carved out for the output jack. Now it's a sort of a 1950s style feature on a Gibson Flying V guitar. That's what this is based on. But I don't like that feature. It's very dated, and even Gibson didn't like that feature. On the 60s version, they moved the output jack from there to about here, mounted on the pick guard with everything else. Makes sense because the whole lot can come out without having to pull the guitar apart. So I've got some special, they call it plastic wood. It's actually a strange mixture, and it's got wood particles in it. This is a maple. And I'm just leaving this to dry. It's pretty dry now, but I'm going to give it about 72 hours to cure properly before it gets all sanded off. But I have been sanding this. This is a lovely piece of ash timber. And I've had to resand the edges, get a nice round. These edges were sharp. They weren't finished properly, so they are now. Look at that. And then the neck. Here's the neck. I've finished the neck. This has had a lot of work on it since it arrived. I've been sanding like a madman, and it is absolutely fantastic. Like, look at that timber grain. Beautiful. So it had a sort of a squarish, chunky feel around this part of the neck, but I've been sanding it and sanding it like mad, getting a beautiful, nice round. It's silky smooth now. It's much lower profile, very more of a fast neck. I've rolled the edges slightly. The fretboard is exquisite, and as you can see, it's quite amazing. So by the time it gets painted on the front of the headstock, I'm going to do them in white, and I'll show that in another episode. But reason why I'm showing you this, why is this relevant to the Slot Car channel? Well, as you know, I do all my own music. And so what I'm going to do with this is, when it's finished, not only am I going to show it off, but I'm going to create some new music for the channel using this exact guitar, just to really show off. What an idea, hey? So, and also this is a building project, so like we build the magnetic racing kits and all the other stuff, I thought, a lot of you are guitar fans, I understand. You leave these messages in the comments, and I thought you would all be very interested to see this. So I'm not going to sort of dwell on it and let it take over from the slot car based content. This is a slot car hobby channel. It's not a guitar channel, but definitely relevant to me and what I'm doing. And I think you'd all be interested to see just the progress as it comes along. So how cool is that? Okay, now I've showed off my shit, I guess it's time to show you my package.
Ooh, show us your package.
Wow! Okay, what have we got this time? Haven't got my spectacles, so I can't read any of this stuff, but let's crack it open and see what we got. You know, we could probably guess it's perhaps yeah, one of those, or it could be, maybe it's a huge box of chewits. That could be cool. Or it is a big box of chewits. Let's see. Crack that open. Oh, there's more on the side. Watch the fingies. That side's done. They pack them really well. Okay, now here's a clue. This has come all the way from Germany. Ah, there you go. You figured out what it is already. Yes. I've got another German newspaper. Let's see what's going on today. Zu Pfingsten and I Whiskey Strab. Well, I just see whiskey. That's the magic word. I go, don't know what that is, but I know what that is. Oh dear. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you could read every single language there is? So I think there are people that can do that, isn't there? What do you call them? Bastards? Alright, we don't want that. So which one is it? It's obviously another one of these dummy cars, of which I'm beginning to come rather fond of. You put them together and choose your own engine. This one, as soon as I saw this, I thought, yeah, we've got to have that one. We've got to have that one. And it is the Red Bull M1 Pro car, BMW. So there we go. What's going on there? It's this little exhaust pipe. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I just happen to have, ow, that's a broken toe. I just happen to have a motor for it, another Piranha Power, great engine, and a chip. So I'm just going to put these in right now. I've got some guides and some braids. I've got a whole bunch of Slot Invasion USA guides on the way. About probably 15, 20 of them. I got red ones and some black ones. So I might actually be able to upgrade my wife's pink car at long last. She didn't want the red guide on it. Doesn't go with the pink, she feels. So let's put this together and see how we go.
Now it's time for Subscriber Spotlight. This week, it's Dick Guerin from the Macedon Ranges, Victoria. Now this is something special because this is not a Carrera track, nor is it a Scalextric track. No, this has been created from scratch. And as you might have noticed, this layout has been inspired by the great race, the Bathurst 1000 at Mount Panorama here in Australia. A lot of meticulous, time-consuming work has clearly gone into this layout, and I've got to say, it's pretty darn inspiring. And the incredible attention to detail in those trees has to be the best I've ever seen. So well done, mate. That is amazing work. Now, he also has an excellent new YouTube channel featuring a full drive-through around the layout, some incredibly detailed build tutorial videos, and heaps more. So make sure you go and check out his YouTube channel. It's called DG Raceway, and make sure you hit the subscribe button while you're there. And if you'd like to be featured here on Subscriber Spotlight, send me your best layout pics, including one with you in it. My email's in the description. And now for...
Where's Betty? Where did that girl go?
Our girl Betty is usually very punctual and reliable, but early today, she just suddenly disappeared. And no one's seen her since. Can you help us find Betty? She's got to be somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled.
Here she is! Found her! Good job, everyone! Wow, that was really quick. You're getting so good at this! Well, that's all I've got for you this week, Slot Car Adventurers. I'll see you next week on Hughes Garage, Slot Car Adventures.
I was supposed to have the home theatre to myself tonight, you buggers. Off you go.
Bye!
Cheers, bye.
Dave, you're still here. And stop eating all my peanut M&Ms. Oh!